Hello, welcome all to this series on project management interview question. So let's get started. So first question that can be asked in your project management interview is describe a project that you managed from initiation to closure and what methodologies did you use and why. So why this question is asked you? They want to understand that how you understand the methodologies or not, or whether you have worked on the various projects or not. So how you can answer is, the simple answer can be, in my previous role I led the implementation of a XX project across the IT department. The project involved stakeholders alignment, data validation, and coordination between internal teams and an external vendor. Wipro adopted a hybrid methodologies, waterfall for planning and integration phases due to regulatory rigidity, and agile practices during data validation and user feedback sessions. The project was delivered 3 weeks ahead of schedule. That improved the operational visibility and reducing the equipment downtime by 30%. So this is the answer. You can complete it like this. So what other counter questions can be asked in this? We have introduced some of the questions for some of the hints for the interviewer to ask the questions like what is stakeholder management, or we have used about data validation, so they can ask the questions regarding that also. And we have talked about waterfall model and how it is delivered and how operational visibility is maintained. So these type of questions can be counter questions from the interviewer. So next question that can be asked after this will be, how do you define project scope and prevent scope creep? As we have told about waterfall model, so they are asking us this, the second connecting question. So I'll answer it like this. I start by involving all key stakeholders early to co-create a clear and detailed project scope document and get formal sign-off. I include deliverables, in-scope and out-scope items, constraint and success criteria. Throughout the project, I track scope via a change control log mechanism and conduct a weekly governance meeting. Any deviation is against its impact on timeline, cost or resources before approval. This disciplined scope control has helped me to deliver on multiple projects in my past life. So with this you can complete your answer. And the next question is, tell me about time when a project was going off track and what actions did you take? So how you can answer this thing? Hello. During the project to this series of data migration, when we noticed that there were performance delays due to underestimated data cleaning efforts, I immediately called for a risk reassessment to closure, rebaseline was drawn, and the schedule was appropriately amended. So why this question is asked? We introduced a parallel work streams to compress time. Additionally, I onboarded temporary resources for quality assurance projects or not, and negotiated a 10-day extension with the client. These steps brought the project back on track with no major impact on cost or quality, and the client later praised our crisis discovery and recovery approach. So with this you can answer this thing. This will show that you are cautious about the customer and you can proactively take your decisions. So next question that can be asked in a project manager or a manager interview is, how do you manage dependencies and risk in complex multi-stakeholders project? Now you can answer it like, I maintain a dependency register and a risk log from the first day of the project. I classify dependencies normally in technical resources, and vendor-based dependencies, and assign owners for each and everything. We define risk during planning workshop using SWOT analysis and what-if analysis. I review risk bi-weekly using a RAG status, that is red, amber, green status, and escalation thresholds. For example, during a multi-vendor transformation, I identified a critical vendor's delay early. So I built a buffer and shifted resources to other modules to maintain the momentum. We aligned regularly by setting up the meetings with the vendor, and it helped manage our expectations and avoid the last minute surprise for us in the project. So the next question now, with this question will show that how you are aligned to how you are dealing with the various stakeholders, how you are managing various risks, how you are managing, what is your management ability with all these things. The next question can be, how do you handle project delays or resources shortage? Give a specific example. Now look, these are the connected questions, because in last question we have given the hint that like project delays can be there and resource shortages can be there. So the interviewer is likely to ask this question. So how we can answer this thing? In a transformation project where two key subject matter experts went on unexpected medical leave, the technical burden was increased on the team. So I performed a quick impact analysis and invoked my resource contingency plan. I upskilled internal team members and reprioritized all the tasks so that non-critical path activities were delayed without affecting the main timeline. I also engaged with the senior leadership to reallocate short-term bandwidth from other business units. The project remained on track, and this proactive approach highlighted my team's resilience and planning capability. So you see, with this you can complete these questions. Now in this question also you have introduced some of the key things, like first is what is the non-critical activities and what is the critical activity. Next question that can be asked is how to identify the critical path and non-critical paths. And again, other question can be how you dealt with the stakeholders to how you train the other personnel and what all that you did. So this was all for this session. In the next video we will be seeing some more questions regarding the project management. Thank you.